Welcome.
Oh shit. Welcome. Fuck. And I'm cussing. Oh, okay. Welcome to the 22
That
Thotz.
was that was nicotine, YouTube.
Which
No.
is not legal either. But it's not that other thing.
You know what they are finna do now though, which is gonna suck for a lot of people.
What?
No more backwoods.
Like
No more none of that shit.
tobacco's out? Like that?
No. So it's still gonna be like a few brands, but it's gonna be like that shit that no one smokes, like Switchers.
Why?
Backwoods. Cause they're trying to get rid of all that flavoring. They don't want
Hmm.
people.
I mean, bro, that shit. This shit right here, mango, peach, apricot. Like that's just you just set a bunch of fruits and then put that into some shit. Like
Yeah, so they're trying to stop that,
that's
I
just
guess.
those carcinogens and like other shit that goes with that flavoring. It's like how they used to make the red stuff in Gatorade out of like baby's blood.
What?
Or did I get that mixed up with something else? No. Um, they used to make red, like it was like red dye. They used actual red dye to dye that to get like and
Well, most stuff that's red that we consume has like dye in it or food
yeah,
coloring. Yeah.
it's like edible or whatever. But so is cake.
Is it really?
Yeah, like, is it really like wood is edible? Like
I always think about that. Like, what is really edible anymore?
grass is edible. Like we out here straight feasting, but we just don't. We just don't.
It's fucking grass. That's probably not because they probably like spray some shit over the grass,
Yeah.
and that's just not even no good no more either. But welcome to the 22 Thoughts. We didn't get that intro in.
Welcome to the 22 Thotz.
Like, comment,
Subscribe.
all that good shite and foofing.
Yes. We need you to actually no, I'm not playing with that now. Like I'm really not joking with that. Like we need you to like I'm not like that's not a joke. Like the video. We need it. So we're
Really, like for real though.
Not a joke. Like please. I'm not begging, but I'm also not on my hands and knees right now.
If you guys want us to get more than like this many views on our hands, then like just like it.
Please. Okay.
Appreciate all the support though throughout 2022. Cause
not really. Yeah, thank you
honestly, as big as I feel like our platform could be, I'm still amazed by how many people did just watch our stuff. So if you took the time to consistently watch our videos or just even watch one or a couple of them, that's all I can say.
Thank you. It wasn't a bad year for 22Thotz, but
it's a lot of ish. So
a lot of growth.
So yeah.
And thank you guys
for being there.
For being there currently. Yeah. We'll see. We'll be better in 2023. No, that's not a joke. No, that's not like.
That's for sure.
That's for sure. This podcast is not jokes. Like it is jokes, but it's not. Like I'm not joking about that. Like we're gonna improve in 2023. Yeah. Also, I have a mixtape coming out in a couple weeks. So like, I say a couple weeks. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but it's gonna come out sometime. So like, look out for that.
You said for what again?
What do you mean?
No, I didn't hear what you said. That's why I was.
I got a mix, just not for anything. Just like, I don't know when it's gonna come out. That shit's gonna take me a cool minute, but it's coming out soon.
Your EP?
It's actually okay. I have a tape coming out, but then I have an EP coming out. But that EP is gonna be way better than the tape. But I'm just dropping the tape because I already made it. It's like, why would I fucking not drop something that I completed already?
Yeah.
But my EP that I'm working on is already way better than that. So I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway,
Just drop everything. Definitely go support Gangy on all his shit. So
my EP, I'm not dropping this tape on all platforms. I'm only dropping it on SoundCloud and maybe YouTube. Actually, probably YouTube too. But I'm dropping the EP on like everything. Yeah.
Go run up the score on that.
Speaking of running it up, the runner-up president of 2024. No. What, he's gonna win?
Who?
The Yasters.
The who?
The Yasters.
What the?
Who calls them the Yasters? The Yasters.
No.
He's not.
I don't even care who's president anymore, bruh. I really haven't since like the beginning, but like to me, they most of the time it's just a bunch of names and faces. But
what is
presidents? But I mean,
I
don't know. I feel like a lot of people could be better than Sleepy Joe, obviously.
Our current
pedophile Joe. I mean, I can't say that. Sorry.
He is a bag of flesh walking, and he is our president. He's a bag of bones.
Like just how he got, what's her name? Brittany Griner back, and who he gave up to get her. That's how I just know he doesn't know what he's doing. Like, what are you doing?
Russia was like, you said what? It was a plan the whole time. They knew they were plotting.
They were like, her for him? Oh, bad.
They said what? They said, you have what in your bag? Oh no, sir. Sir, I mean, miss. I mean, sir. I mean, anyway. I'm gonna need you to stop here, and we're gonna tell you. We're gonna trade you for fucking Vlad. What is his name? He's like
the Merchant of Death. The biggest trade in WNBA history. He's definitely got like 3 first-round picks for him. Oh god. 3 first-round picks at least. But it's like, bruh, you trade her for him. Wow. Then they tried to do another. They tried to get her and a Marine.
And then they were like, a U.S. Marine or
yes. And then they were like, no, fuck that. I'm sorry, bleep that. And they were like, no, we're not doing that. You're only getting 1. And obviously they had to get.
They were like, the U.S. had like 2. It had 2 greens, and then it had a red, and then it had a color changer, and then Russia had an Uno reverse.
For real.
Fuck since the beginning.
They tried it, but it's like this country is always like the soldiers, the people who fight for our country. Just left that nigga back there. God damn.
They were like, can we have Brittany Griner? No. No. They were, can we have Brittany Griner?
Excuse me.
We can work something out. Okay. Can we have this other Marine too? No. All right, we'll take Brittany Griner then. We'll only take Brittany. What type of negotiating is that?
Yeah. I was like, after I seen that, I was like, he's just lost out there. He doesn't know.
But like, I don't know even if it's him making those kind of decisions though.
It's probably not.
Like,
or not, definitely not all of them.
not all of them. It's like the rap.
Oh, whoa. Something's in my throat.
The Senate. Politics is crap, but like, we don't even need to get political, but we can get really political.
A sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry. But yeah, we definitely could, but
Nah,
I'm sure you got a lot of different other topics that you want to.
I do. Throw me one though. Throw me something.
Let's just start while we're kind of like in the politic kind of range. Tory and Meg. Free the guy, bruh. Free the guy. That's all I can really say.
But he's guilty.
Yeah, they convicted him.
So it's like, no, like, okay. I don't even know about all this, like, oh, free him that, free him this. Just because of a person's skin color. Like,
Oh,
if a nigga,
yeah. It's never been about that.
it's not just because he's black. He's a nigga.
Obviously. I mean, yeah, like you
That
can
nigga's an
kind of
nigga. That nigga,
sympathize.
he's not even a full nigga. He's an nigga. He's too short to be considered a full nigga.
He's from fucking Canada.
He's exactly, and he's from Canada. He talks so sweet. Like you sound like a nice guy. And then I guess she challenges to Meg, bro. Like you can already see I'm a bad bitch. Blah blah blah. And she's challenging his ego, challenging his manhood and shit. And that nigga's 5'2". So like he's like, the fuck, like I'm not gonna sit up here and take this shit. Like I'm gonna go crazy. So but I think it was said that like she said it. She told him he's not the reason why it started. He's not where in his like he's not as big in his career as he thinks he is, and that's what set him off. That's what she said set him off.
But where are you at though? All right. Excuse me. But it's like, bro, how you gonna compare? Let's look at your catalog and let's look at his.
Exactly. No, like in terms of music, like come on, like come on. That nigga, and you've seen that nigga live. That nigga was crazy.
One of the best live performers that I've seen, hands down. He's really good, really good. He knows how to get like the crowd into it.
And
he's lit, and he's so tiny he can just kind of like crawl over people in the crowd. It's so cute and like fun.
He's just, people are like, he's trying to
like I've never seen anybody crowd surf like so easily because he's just like
easy as I mean,
it's just walking.
And
then he's like climbing up shit, and I'm like, oh my god, this thing is like
a little monkey in this motherfucker, a little chimp, a little Tory.
But nah, like, there was a lot of evidence that for both people, but obviously a lot of people cater towards the woman. That's just how it is. And I guess there's just more evidence compiled against him. So
his lawyer obviously was not happy. And they are probably going to try to appeal that. And that nigga's facing 21 years or something like that.
You know he's only going to get like 5 if he actually does go.
Yeah. If he actually does
5,
go,
7.
He's going for like, a third of that. But like, and he's going to get a lot of that suspended. But that's so long. Like, he's fucking 30. Not saying it's not possible. And that doesn't even actually matter, like his age. But like 5 years of like not being in the game would be tough. That'd be tough.
And he just got independent.
And yeah, and he just got to have his label release one album.
And that's what I think another reason, excuse me. Oh shit. Another reason why he lost, because he doesn't have a label like in his corner. Meg had Jay-Z and Rock Nation.
Oh, that's true.
Over.
That's true. That shit had a
And
whole
Jay-Z, you already know he's not playing with that with his bread. So he was like,
that,
yeah, get this nigga out of here.
yeah. He
He's
had
done.
his top lawyers.
He's done.
Yeah, it was
Put
rap.
this
I
little
didn't think
midget
about
in
that.
the ground.
I
Like
didn't think of
he's
that. Yeah. You're smart for that. That's rap.
and I was just like, man, yeah. That's why his dad, when he came out after the verdict, his dad was like, Jay-Z and Rock Nation and all those other mother bleepers, like, this was not a fair trial, yada yada, or all
Yeah,
that.
he did say that.
And I mean, I wouldn't see why that wouldn't be
There's like,
correct in like a little bit, like
I mean,
a little
obviously you
bit.
can't ever listen to YouTube comments, but a lot of people were in the comments were saying like half of them were like, oh, it's a sketchy ass trial, like, oh, like it's just YouTube comments, but it's people's
It's a
opinions.
sketchy ass trial. It's like a sketchy ass like like a whole thing. People don't remember what happened, but they remember like one part of it. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, like let's get this going, bruh. It was, well, it's over now, but I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is. He'll figure it out. I mean, but F in the chat for Tory. F in the chat for Tory.
No more music for Tory for a while.
Bro, 2018 Tory.
48 floors.
Oh my god, different. That in high school, we're fucking going crazy to that shit. Like, goddamn.
For real. Different Tory. Some other people getting out, like Gunna got out earlier this well, not, yeah, earlier this month. So
Thug
some W's. No.
is not getting out.
No. No.
Unfortunately.
He's gonna be there just a little while.
They're pulling out everything.
All the stops.
All stops to get that.
Because they don't want him to get out. And they low-key, I feel like they don't have enough evidence to, I mean, they do, obviously, because they got him on the RICO, obviously, with evidence they have.
Yeah.
They've been doing this case for a while, but I feel like they don't have enough.
Oh, okay. They don't have
just
enough
kinda
to put him
stalling.
away. They don't have enough to put him away for how long they want to. Because they know he could. I mean, he's not. He is he independent? He has a label too. He has resources.
I think he's not like in the label though.
But he has, like, Young Thug has resources for sure. He's making that money through. He has the money, or he had the money. I don't know if it's suspended or anything, like his bank account or whatever, but he had, through doing the crime, he was gaining the resources. So he has the money. He has what he needs. They're trying to, like, really clamp down. Like, no, like, whatever. That fucking sucks, though. That fucking sucks. They're trying to do whatever they can to keep this nigga away forever. But that makes you really think, like, what do we really not know about this nigga and what he was doing to make them want to do
that? A lot.
Like, goddamn. I didn't want to get this nigga.
Brody was really out in them squeets.
For real, like, shit.
That's why Gunna said, yeah, I'm not with this. I'm just making music.
I met this nigga like 3 years ago. I mean, shit, like,
I should say slat sometimes. That's it.
Yeah.
Like,
I say slat. You know what I'm saying? I just say slime. Like, just, you know.
Do you consider that snitching? Because I know a lot of people have. Excuse me.
No, but we don't even know what happened.
What do you mean?
He accepted a plea, clearly, but we don't know if we don't know what information he gave up exactly.
He didn't give it any, but his plea says that if they do go to trial, then he has to testify. So he'll have to snitch then.
And it's going to trial. And he'll be under oath.
Oh my god. My god. I'm sneezing, coughing the fuck up here. Excuse me. But yeah, so A lot of people are calling him a rat because of that.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. People are stupid. People
Like
have
they
no
wouldn't
idea
be
what you're
doing
doing.
the same thing.
The same, like, shut up. You're not. People be acting like they're the hardest motherfuckers behind keyboards. Like,
No, bruh. Put you in
what the
that
fuck?
pen. See what you want to do.
Take that 22 years. What the fuck? Take that, bro. You earn that. Like, bro, come on.
You better than me.
You better.
No, sir. You better than me, gang.
But yeah, good for him. I think it looks different. I think it looks different.
Yeah, I mean, without a few months of not doing drugs and shit,
Yeah.
you've been doing consistently, it's gonna make you look a little different.
It looks better. It looks better.
Well, yeah, he's just been probably working out and eating whatever shit they give him.
That's it. Because they say that jail. I've heard like hella inmates say this or whatever, but it like preserves you. Like I'm trying to get it preserves you. Like preserves you. Like you go there, like you'll see. Like I've heard. I watch YouTube channels of like ex-convicts or ex-convicts, and like they'll talk about like you'll see a guy in there. He's a lifer. You think he's like fucking. You think he's 35. That motherfucker's 50. It just makes you look like.
Because life is so simple.
Yeah. It's simple. You get your
3 meals a day.
Like that for sure.
Workout, mandatory.
Yeah, that is
You read. You have to just do like the little shit to entertain yourself. You don't got these dumbass fucking things most of the time. Some niggas do, obviously, because you can get anything in jail. But most of the time, you don't have like access to that shit.
Gonna have access, though. Gonna have access.
Duh. Niggas with money have access to anything in jail.
Yeah.
And if you really have money, you can be like Pablo. Oh, yeah. Just build your own jail at your house. And then invite all the bitches over. I'm still in jail.
I think it was going good. Wow.
And then he wouldn't even be there half the time.
Because he has fucking 5, 6 other houses. What the fuck? How the fuck would he be there?
Different times back then. Lucky, you wish we lived that back then because we would have got away with so much more.
A lot more. We would have
so much more. Like everything is like recorded now, so it's like you can't get away with it.
That would have been good back then. I'll tell you that. That would have been
alright. What next? Since we're kind of talking about rappers, R.I.P. to Big Scar.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Big Scar. I didn't.
Damn, and I just want to say this and I'll let you go. Like I wasn't like the biggest fan of him. I did listen to. I liked a few of his songs, and he was coming up with like Pooh Shiesty in them, but. I just wanted to segue it. I brought it up to kind of like segue into like addiction too. So I mean, yeah, you can go ahead and say what you were gonna say.
Really quick, I didn't really. I wasn't like a fan like that. I didn't even know him. I just heard his name. I actually wouldn't have known if I had heard him on a song that was him.
You wouldn't be able. Oh yeah, it's him. Yeah, no.
That's Big Scar. Like I wouldn't. Like,
I mean, he was still like underground, but not really. He was starting to come up. He was starting to get a buzz.
He's starting to get like a little buzz, and from like videos I've seen of him, he seems like a cool dude. Like he was a smart dude. He was his head screwed on to an extent. I mean, people. I mean, you can't. Obviously, we're gonna talk about it in a second, but like you can't judge people for their addictions and like where they're at. It's not indicative of like a completely 100% mentally healthy lifestyle. You, like there's a lot of smart individuals that are tortured by certain things that Mac Miller
can't run away from. Yeah,
can't run away, so they end up going to drugs. So,
and especially in that lifestyle too, it's so fast. So it's like S- But yeah, but addiction, man. I mean, it's crazy because I mean he was our age. He was 22. I mean,
Zoo.
like he was 22.
He
He
was
was really
literally
young.
born like around the time he was born April 2000. He was born April
Not
2000.
too far, few days from each other.
Yeah,
Like
like,
it could be me. Like I could be like that. Like and like no one's helping me. Like
yeah.
and that's what it's like, bro. Like
I mean, Juice,
if you
Juice didn't
Juice
make
World
it to the
too.
world.
Juice World too, because like his girlfriend was supposed to be like his biggest supporter, his biggest confidant. Obviously, we all knew they were doing drugs together, just a bunch of druggies together. I mean, that was like their image. Like we all knew that. But
Yeah.
like as soon as like he dies, she doesn't take like accountability for it. Obviously, he did make the choice to do what he did that day, but like she doesn't take accountability for any of it. She doesn't like she tries to act like for a year or so like that she's cleaned up or like better
Yeah.
person from that. And then she just goes around and like spits on like Juice's like legacy, like
Bro.
dating this fucking 18-year-old, giving him like the watch that Juice gave her, and just like all this like, oh, I'm not gonna do an OnlyFans, but start an OnlyFans.
Starts
It's
to
just
know
like
bro,
it's
and
just like
then
the people around you, bro. The people
yeah.
around you.
And that was his fucking his
That was his
girl. Like
wife.
that
He
was
was gonna marry her
he
if
was
he
gonna
didn't
man, like
die.
that was like
And it's not that she can't move on or whatever, but it's just like I bring it up to say like the people around you like have to like hold you accountable. If you're going into 2023 and you're just watching your mans look like this all day,
please
struggling to
do something.
fucking keep his eyes open, can't even fucking walk. Like, bruh, don't
Please do
record
something.
this nigga talking about, oh, bro, Liddy, bro, live right
Bro,
now.
also
Like, bruh,
like
you look stupid.
yeah.
Dead that shit, bro. That shit ain't cool, bruh. Lean on pills and all that dumb shit, bro. Like,
You know.
that's out,
Outside of
bro.
that,
That's just lame.
what is that gonna do when later in your life? How are you gonna feel when you're 60? When you spent 10 years of your life when you were younger,
Drinking lean.
every day drinking lean, popping Zans, your brain is fried and shit. Like, cut that shit out. Like, that should not
Half
be.
the time, bro, in Big Scar in the videos that I've been seeing, he'd be low-key asking for help. Like, obviously, people with addiction don't know how to ask for it in like a
Yeah.
meaningful way. But if you're recording your man and like almost every video, he's just like, where you going, bruh? Dog, where you going? Or he's just like, bruh, help this man. Like, how you gonna look at your friend if that's your so-called friend? Like, that's your nigga. You gonna die for this nigga, bruh. And you looking at him dying before your eyes. Like, I don't know. Niggas logic, though. And then when he died, they were like, oh, I'm gonna get him tatted. I'm gonna fucking
Yeah.
put you on a shirt, nigga. Like, long live you, nigga. No, it wasn't long live you because you didn't let this nigga live long. You should have been like, bro, dead that shit. Let's go get some help. Like, I'll be a fool if I fucking let you fucking go down that path, and I'm like literally talking to you with you every day. Like,
Nah, you would slap me in the face.
I'll
You
slap
do.
the fuck out you. Like, and that's because I love you. Like, nah, like, I mean, I don't know. Niggas' loyalties be different. But like, I mean, if you say that's your family, that's blood, like, that's whatever. Like, you can't let him or her or whoever who has like or is going through that stuff. Like, if you see them and if that's your girlfriend, if that's your boyfriend, like if you say you actually care about this person, like you want them to be around, you know?
Right. I don't. Okay. I'm not gonna make any statements, but like you can see from a person's actions how they felt, even if they were acting different a certain way before. I'm not gonna say she didn't care, she did care, whatever. She obviously loved him, but like
Yeah. I mean, that
she
was
loved him.
clear,
Yeah. Um,
but it's like, come on.
yeah. Like you allow it to happen. You allow it to get as far as it got. On top of that, after that, you end up handling it this way. Not coming down on the girl. She's grieving still, but
I don't think she is. She's set.
I'm trying
She
to give
got
her the
his
benefit.
money.
Yeah,
Ah,
I'm
you
trying to give
see
her the
her
benefit.
how it
I know.
is.
Yeah,
She got his money. She got new nigga. Like
I'm.
she chilling.
I'll
She's
I'll be
chilling.
honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I understand. Fucking. Oh, she gets to move on. Blah blah blah. I understand that, but I would prefer if I'm going to marry a girl that if if it so happened that I died randomly, she doesn't move on within. I want there to be a 5 year gap. If I was gonna marry you,
At
I want there to be a five
least
year at least where I'm
you
gone.
need to be so heartbroken you can't even talk to a nigga for at least like a set amount of
Half a
years.
decade. Like
Be a
I'm not
widow
like
and just like grieve me. Try to bring me back with like witchcraft. Like try to do everything before you just move on. Like you didn't love a nigga like that. You didn't love a nigga.
but this is not a segue, but I still want to keep it on this topic.
No, go ahead.
But this is kind of a representation of how I feel, and I'm a pessimist, so you can take it however you want to take it. But I am a holder of the opinion that it is way, way harder for a woman to be in the place where like I'm stuck, like I don't at all want to leave, ever, like forever. Like I think it's a lot easier for a guy, a man, to get to that point where I'm like, I can be in this place forever.
Mm, totally, I agree.
Take it how you will. I I have had my experiences where I'm like, what the heck? Like, this person could just leave and never speak to me again. You could go your life and never speak to me again. Like,
Wow,
wow.
you just said you loved me like the other day, but now
Another
it's
day,
like we never speak ever again.
ever again in our life.
Ironic, ironic.
And you're just okay with that. But it is, it is.
But I do agree with you though. Men are just natural providers. So when a guy finds like, and it's not like guys ask for a lot. Guys don't ask for a lot.
We don't.
We really don't. We don't.
We don't ask for a lot, but we wanted to keep it on the topic, but we can't. We can't run away from this topic. It's too relevant. We don't ask for a lot, but they have no idea what we do ask for. No idea. No clue.
Yeah, no, I would say they do. Well, I would
They
say
do the
the
opposite on
majority of them
purpose.
that shun it, yeah, they do know, but they don't want to go back. They don't want to do it because it makes them feel like, oh,
I'm
if
not
I
your
do
mom.
these, yeah, I'm not your mom. Like I'm not like I'm not this girl who just does all this. I'm not like who are you? Like this is
Bitch, I'm the guy that you're trying to
they
impress.
feel like they have to submit. Like they're being submissive.
Thank
They don't want to do
you.
that. A lot of them
Thank
don't.
you.
A lot
I
of them will not do that
will not
anymore.
submit. I've been
So it's
watching.
like it's hard to find girls who just submit. So
It's very.
that's all a guy wants.
Ladies, we're putting you on game. Like we're putting you on game.
And
Submit
it's
to a guy.
for real. And
Tell
it's not
him.
even like I'm telling you to be like a slave to me. Like no.
No, that's not. I do own you. I do, but not in that way. You know, like you're not my slave, but like you're mine though. Like in that, not in that way, but
Yeah.
in a way, you're mine. Like you know, and yeah, like ladies, make it clear to your man that you submit to them, and they will. You got them. Like you got them. A lot of guys nowadays would not know how to react to that. They would be like, "What the fuck?"
What? I'm not doing that.
And
Don't tell me what to do. Like, really? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just asking you. You asked me to do something. Like,
and then every time you ask me to do something, I do it. I ask you to do something, you do it. Next time I ask you to do something, you let me know that the last time I asked you to do something. You did it. Why?
Why?
Why do I need to know that you've done things for me? Why do you need to present like fucking? Why do you have to keep score? Like, oh, I did this
Because
last time for you.
that's how they are like, oh, remember this time though? Like that's how they keep you like remember that one time, bruh? It's like, really? What about like
what about all the
one time I did this? Like we can play this game.
We can play this game forever. We can play that game
Like
forever.
it's stupid.
It's stupid. It's childish. Why do we wait? Like, fuck. Yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. It will make sense to me when never. It will never make sense ever. None of it will ever make sense. But it's okay. It's fine.
It is a phenomenon.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Big Scar. Rest in peace.
Definitely addiction. If you have any like things you're going through, bruh, don't be afraid to try to get some help. I know it doesn't seem like it's very easy because you feel like people won't understand you. I mean, somebody will, man. Somebody.
Better to try than just keep going down a bad way.
At least you know where, yeah.
It's better than nothing.
Was there anything you had?
I wanted to talk about the. We could take go like back a little bit, kind of get slightly political, where there's kind of like a new bill that's trying to be passed where they're trying to ban TikTok, which is fucking. We're gonna ban TikTok forever. Forever. They've been saying that shit forever. Ban this shit.
You're gonna say no to China? No. Don't think so.
Oh, they literally gave our president $40 million. Oh, we cannot say no to them at all. No, we cannot.
Like, Biden, Hunter's in the corner like, give me more crack.
Give me more crack. Give me more crack. Hooker. Like, man, these are the people that are running
our shit.
Running this company. Jeez.
Lord help us. Like, Jesus Christ.
We have, okay. And now we have a company that has so much reach, so much capital, called Disney.
Oh my God.
They own Hulu.
I hate Disney so much, bruh.
Fuck Disney.
Oh my God.
I don't know if Disney doesn't have YouTube. YouTube is Google. Fuck Disney.
I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would buy it if they could.
If they could, but they can't because they're broke. Fuck you, Disney. You're broke as shit. You can't even afford YouTube, bitch ass niggas. And YouTube's gonna let me cuss in this little short period of time because I'm dissing Disney. Because fuck Disney. Because YouTube doesn't like Disney.
They just ruin everything.
They are passing. They're gonna run a show on Disney Plus about guess which brand.
Huh?
About guess which brand they are.
Brand?
Yes. Take a wild guess on what this child-directed company is running. What brand?
So it's a child-directed company.
No. It's Disney is the child-directed company.
Okay. So what's like? Can you give me like a hint? Like what kind of category of brand?
It's a child Disney, a child directed. They're trying to reach children.
Balenciaga.
You're doing a show. You're Disney. Look what just came out. Oh my gosh. Like, oh, goodness, that's crazy. It just got cleared that there's Satanist pedophilia going on in that freaking company or whatever. Business company.
So it's Disney, man.
and Disney backs that shit. But also, you do a tiny bit of research. And you can find that Disney in the past 10 years has had like 40 cases of employees being convicted of either trying to solicit sex with a minor um, or in the act of doing it, trying to like meet up with minors for sex, or in the act of like for like these are your employees. I would have never known that if I didn't look it up.
Niggas been doing that since the 90s, bro. Like,
and that's the motherfuckers who are
Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon was like the first like to get like publicized and shit. Like Dan Snyder.
Yeah.
Like that nigga, we could talk about an hour about that dude right there.
Alone. Look at fucking what's her name? What's her name?
All of them.
Not Lucy Lohan. Amanda Bynes. Look at Amanda Bynes. Crazy bitch. We're all like, this bitch is so crazy. Bitch's childhood was fucked up. Like, obviously she's a crazy bitch. Like,
it's bad. Because it's like at this point, like all those companies that were low key like trying to hint at it, I feel now they're like, fuck it. Yeah. Like Lily, Disney Plus had I didn't watch it because fuck Disney Plus. I don't even go on there. But they literally had a Christmas show or something or movie, and they had like the little elves running out with signs like spelling like Merry Christmas and Santa. These motherfucking elves came out and it said like Satan. You've watched this movie hundreds of thousands of times, I'm pretty sure, through editing, and nobody's seen it. It's just like, come on, bro. Like, it's not even, you're not even trying to hide it at this point, bro.
They don't care anymore.
They don't. And this was recent. Yeah. This was like a Christmas special or something or whatever, bro.
Right. They were like, oh.
Bro, it was terrible.
They were like, oh, after this vid,
we're going stupid.
These niggas are like, we got these niggas. We can do whatever. We're good. Like you said, what you put what in your? Oh, we'll put anything on this camera on this TV now. We don't give a fuck.
Y'all will just do what we say.
Oh. You do everything. You said everything.
All right, now we're going for the children.
Nah, yeah. Now we're going for what we really wanted in the beginning.
All this whole time, like sick. It's sick. All these companies are just. I don't even know. It's actually pretty scary. I don't want to have kids because mainly a lot of those reasons. I really do, but I don't want to have them because I know they'll be influenced. If I have a daughter, oh my god, if I have a daughter, oh Jesus Christ!
Make me think about that.
I couldn't. I'll literally cry right now, bro, on camera. I'll cry, bro. Oh my god!
You just keep trying to have a son. You have 4 daughters.
Oh.
Rest in peace.
That would be so hard. So tough. Let's just be real. That's way harder than 4 boys.
That is for sure harder, man.
Let's just be real. Harder. It's not even like, oh, girls suck, because like girls do not suck. It's hard raising a baby, whether it's a boy or girl. But it's got to be easier raising 4 boys.
Because I would, if I have 4 boys, bro, it's scraps. Like, you're fighting for scraps. Like, I can't.
Go get it out the mud, nigga.
You niggas fucking handle that shit. Like, if I have 4 daughters, I have to be there all the time, like for everything. Like,
Daddy, I just got a new boyfriend.
Yeah, like, bro, I gotta handle this. Like, it's complete opposite if I have a son.
I don't care what he does.
Just don't get her pregnant. Like, my immediate reaction, just don't get her pregnant. I'm like, you're good. Like, anything else, figure it out. You're just living life.
You got this, son. Man.
Deadass. If he came to me like that, I'd be like, know what I'm saying? Like, you need some cash. Like, if my daughter comes to me like that.
Like, what did you just
even
do? You need a plan. What?
fucking furious.
Ooh, ooh. In my house?
My fucking house on my bed that I bought that bed. I bought that. And he did that to my daughter
And you snuck him through my window?
through my window.
I'm gonna kill you. Oh, BD, I'm gonna kill this nigga, bro. Oh God. I'm gonna kill this nigga.
Real talk, that shit is heating me up right now. I don't have a daughter.
Like, and I don't even have one. Like, the stress levels, my cholesterol and just like blood pressure just shooting up with a daughter. Like, I'm gonna have a heart attack. They're gonna be the ones to kill me if I have 4 daughters.
But you get a little bit older. You get into your elderly age. There's a lot better chance that you will be taken care of if you have 4 daughters.
Oh, obviously. They'll come and see you more.
They'll be taking care of their dad.
Yeah.
They'll be taking their husband's money and having their dad for sure. For sure.
He's gonna live with us for a while.
Yeah. That's my dad has to move in.
I'm just pulling up in the chair like and he's just like, oh my God.
You pull up talking shit. I'll beat your ass. You're sitting in a chair just talking.
I wish you would, bruh.
No, you're the dad, bruh. The dad, 81. His daughter's boyfriend is 26. I'll be talking hellish. Oh wait, no, his okay, that doesn't add up. That doesn't add up. How did he have a kid? Was he 70 when he had his kid?
I just thought about when a girl goes to college. My daughter goes to college. I don't know. Oh, this shit just hit my mind. And
why would you make me think about that?
I don't know.
Why would you do that?
That shit just hit me right now, and I was just like, "Oh God,
that's sick,
oh
bro.
My God,
that's sick."
Oh my God,
that's like
school, bruh.
The day that happens, that's like getting AIDS. Like,
Loki just lost your daughter at that point.
Lost daughter.
At that point, she's gonna bring back another a guy over for dinner during the holidays, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, Dad, can you get me some water?" And you guys are both gonna stand up, and then at that point, it's like, what are you gonna do?
You have to punch him in the
face. Are you not gonna fight him? Like, no. I can't go out that way.
You just fucking grab his nuts.
If you can beat my ass, then you can date my daughter. That's fair to me.
That's fair. I'll really set that up. You gotta fight me. Oh yeah. Actually, what the fuck?
But these gloves on real fast. Where your hands at? What your hands looking like?
No, what's your hands? You got it.
Can you protect my daughter for real?
Like, I would get knocked out.
Let me see.
Bro, I would for sure get knocked out to test if my daughter's potential protector got hands. Fuck, for sure.
If I knock him out too easy, he's like, all right, you got dumped.
You get knocked out, and you're not getting no pussy from my daughter. Get the fuck out of here, you bitch ass.
Don't hurt him, Dad. Okay.
If I ever hear that, bro, you're not coming in my household anymore. If she has to say that, you're not coming into my household. You're not.
Go to his family's house.
Okay, I'll take it. Okay, you got to start taking lessons. If that happens, you got to start taking lessons, or you're not seeing my daughter.
You're definitely not going to marry her. I won't approve that.
No, you're not putting your penis inside of my daughter.
But I already did.
Continuously. If you can't beat me at my older age.
The first night.
Dude, like, we got to deal with this shit, man. We got to deal with that. You got to deal with that. I've been there. I've been there. I've been in a situation where I'm like, I would fucking hate me if I was that guy. If I walked past, like, there's no way I wasn't too loud yesterday. I was a little bit too drunk. You know what I'm saying? Things got a little wild. And then I walked past the dad the next day. What, are you going to not stick me right there?
You have to.
it's just
It's a different situation when they get to that level of school.
it just sucks, man. Because you only have two choices. It's like 1 out of 2. It's 50% chance, man. That's
You get either one.
not
It's a coin.
flip of a coin.
Speaking of school, though, bruh, cheating. You remember cheating?
I do.
Were you a pretty good cheater?
I was.
I for sure was.
I was a good cheater. So I graduated high school.
On God. And that made us, I would say, it was like a good and bad thing because we were somewhat studying, but the questions we didn't know, obviously we cheated because we had our phones.
Which I still do.
So at least we knew some things.
Okay.
But these dumbass kids nowadays, with technology just getting better and better every day, and your favorite thing coming up, this recent technology, AI. You already know where I'm going with this.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a new app that just came out that you could pretty much ask this AI anything, whatever.
Yeah.
How to riz a girl, pickup lines, math equations, anything. Ask it anything, and it'll give you multiple.
I didn't know this podcast was an app, but continue. You get everything on this podcast. You get risen bitches. You get math. I was just doing math earlier. You know what I'm saying? You get everything on this
And we'll
podcast.
show you the work. Not
will
just
show you
the
everything?
answer. Yes. How to do it. You type in an essay, it'll write a full essay for you. No plagiarism. So that's why all these kids are literally cheating the fucking ass off right now. Like, for example, my girl, like her little brother is like in 8th grade. And he said like the little average went from like 1 point something to 2.5 in like 1 month. Like, and schools are getting shut down because they can't stop it. They can't stop it.
That's crazy.
And it's like, fuck, these kids are going to be so dumb because they have everything.
That sucks.
It was wild. I was just like, damn. He's like, I'm getting nothing but A's. I'm like, I can't even be mad at it because I would do the same thing if that shit was available to me. Like,
I would have been doing
no
that.
cap. No cap.
I would have been doing that.
Coast my way into college if that's what I wanted to do.
We're also not the best role models.
Yeah, definitely not.
Currently. So, don't listen to what we say. Unless it involves everything. Actually, listen to everything we say. I take that back.
I mean, I feel like I'm pretty right a lot of the time, but I mean, that's just the arrogance in me.
I mean, shit. We'd be on point, though. I don't know. They're already fucking. You're already behind. In terms of like maturity, in terms of like COVID set the kids back too. I see kids. I work with kids. I see kids every day. 6-year-olds are acting like 3-year-olds.
Yeah,
acting like babies, like toddlers. I have a 6-year-old. He acts like a toddler.
and then because of this, they look younger too.
And he looks like
they don't really like. I'm like, bro, we did not look like that. Like when we were in 8th grade, like we looked like, I don't know, like they're all tiny. They're all so small and like, I don't know. They look like babies. They look like 4-year-olds.
I mean, I'd be feeling bad though because I'd be seeing, it'll be like, no way, bro's a freshman, and it'll be like some tiny 5-foot kid and like, bro, okay, but why are you
backpack is bigger than you, dog. Like, I don't know.
Like that though, like and just being put on TikTok, like that's a little fucked up.
Just like there's not going to be any difference.
That's true.
I don't know. That's just what I've noticed over the years. Like they just.
Are you roasting or are you just making?
No, I'm just being honest. Like they don't look. Like I swear they don't look like how we were.
They don't, but it even started. I remember being in 8th grade and seeing the 6th graders and being like, what the fuck?
Duh, and I'm like, what?
These are children. Like, oh, we were
You
not
won't
like
last
this.
long here.
Yeah. We were not like that in 6th, 7th grade. Like, these kids are like fucking.
I swear. But I don't know. Maybe it's just the difference.
They're behind. Our future is fucked.
Very shaky. It's not like very. I don't know where we're going from here.
Yeah. It's it came out that what was it like? I don't want to get the percentage wrong, but it was like 29% of millennials 26 to 41 moved back home with their parents.
Because we're fucked. There's nothing we can really do. The people before the millennials, at least like they were promised, like everything was so cheap.
It was cheap. You can work at
You could buy
a car dealership. Or not a car.
Duh.
At a
You could work anywhere and then make like a living.
Yeah. You get our teachers talking about, oh, I got through college bartending. Like, you can't do that.
No. Can't do that, no.
Like,
and then the generation after that, all the houses were like 300,000, 200,000, maybe 4. Now it's like for our generation, it's like we get out of high school. It's like we work at a job that doesn't give a fuck about us at all. It's like all the houses are like $1 million and it's a piece of shit in the fucking hood.
Yeah.
It's like, where do we go from here? Like,
I don't know. Yeah, inflation does scare the shit out of me.
And then our generation, we're aware of this, and we're like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not gonna do that shit. Like, I don't know. So it's like that's where it puts us. I feel like,
and a lot of student debt. A lot of
that's what gets most people student debt. They like pay it off forever. They can't get it.
Start off with that shit. They're like, where to put you? That's crazy. That is a crazy business model, which is exactly what it is. We're gonna put you under first. You're gonna start off under to where you owe us. You owe the schools originally. We have a deal with the schools. You owe the schools originally. You're gonna be in debt. Range 20K to 150K. You are low in the market. You owe us now. You owe the world now. You have to work. You are in debt. You have to.
And you hope you graduate and your degree gets you something. A good job to help you pay that off.
Pay that shit off.
Plus the house that you have to get.
Which is not promised.
And the family.
It's not promised. It's not promised. Go to school if you need to go to school. Go to school if you want to go to school. Go to school if you have already been going to school, and don't waste your time just stopping. But they're like, give us all this money for this thing, this life that we're presenting you could possibly have.
And it's not even like
not guaranteed.
Not guaranteed. Most people feel like, oh, I graduated, like I'm set, like you're done. This is the beginning of the end.
If you did it wrong, yes. It's the beginning of the end. Like, oh, I graduated. Okay, but you have 60 grand in debt. $60,000.
I mean, you're probably gonna work a job that has nothing to do with your degree.
What's your degree? Exactly. You could have went to that job, said, I will work here for 3 months for free. Have another job, grind, have another job, support yourself, work at this job if that's really what you want to do. Work there for free. Fucking show them prove to them that you're valuable. Get the job.
Just knowing how to do it is just as good as a degree. I feel like in certain fields.
Yeah. But you can't even relieve or whatever the right word is, or you can't file bankruptcy for student debt. They're that's clear as fuck. They're like,
not letting you out that easy.
They're not letting you out. They're like, we get people. They're like, this is the one thing we're not gonna budge on. Like, we're gonna get people for sure. Nothing they can do about it. Stuck immediately. 18 through 22. beginning of their lives. That's crazy.
And then people like they feel like that's what they have to be.
And we're
Then,
put it out there, propaganda.
yeah,
Oh, you
it's
need
like
to
you're fucking 21 years old, 22. You don't even know who you are still. Like
you're 18.
And now you have to, like, you don't even know what you want to be. Like,
you're a child. Like, child. I was a child at 20.
You don't know anything.
I'm a child now. What the fuck? Child now, like, very childish. And fucking, if I were to be in the position where I just blindly went to a place that I ended up being fucking 80 grand. There's possibly like you could be 80 grand down right now. Like 80 grand right now. Like god damn. Like
that's not going away anytime
soon. But it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, definitely keep doing the things you guys been doing though, whatever it is. But
keep it up, I keep everything up, but
just be aware. This year,
aware.
try to just be aware of like everything, like of yourself, like the people around you, who you're keeping around you, just everything, like what you're doing, like who you're becoming. Like,
okay,
open your eyes, just see like all the shit that's like happening. So you're not caught off guard, like, oh, what? Like, no, like,
yeah, like, just don't be a dumbass.
Yeah.
Just don't be a fucking idiot.
2023 is the year of just not being a dumbass. And that's okay for me.
Get your shots. Okay. I gotta grab a charger. We'll be back.
Get your shots. I mean, they probably go and make a lot of people. I think there was an ambassador in like Ghana that was saying like, or some African country that was like talking to like the group world leaders saying that he wanted, we have already talked about it, but he wanted like people to get like pretty much having like a certain like health company in case there is another like pandemic, that everybody have like we said before, like a health score or something, like something just to like verify you that you've been like vaccinated and all this other stuff. So it's like when you do, it doesn't stop everybody from.
They're trying to get you on a subscription, not a subscription service. They're trying to get you like in a place where we're all in a system, trying to systemize everybody. Like, what does that even do?
It controls us.
Other than control us, what does that look like for us?
There's not going to be anything, no freedom.
Like, you're trying to get everybody. They're trying to get eyes on every person in some way, as much as they can. And
they don't want nobody off the grid.
Nobody off the grid. No way.
They don't want nobody to like really just do what for themselves. I don't know.
Speaking of doing things for yourself, I grabbed a charger because I wanted to continue the podcast because my phone's about to die. But I really wanted to talk about this. Not really, but I did want to talk about this. So there's people who do what they're supposed to do, as we say, or what they're supposed to do, just because they're told, and they get in situations, blah blah blah. It doesn't work out, and then you end up being 45, an SNL cast member, and you're dating a 19-year-old girl. That's just what happens. Obviously, that's what happens. Like Keenan's new girlfriend he's 45, as I stated, and his girlfriend's 19.
Didn't one of the other cast members like take his wife?
I did not know that.
It was the other black dude.
Michael Che?
No. Oh no. He's not that funny to me, but he's like that goofy looking black dude. I don't know his name.
On
He's a
SNL.
comedian. Yeah, I read something about that I'll look up his. Let me see if I can find it real fast.
I don't know. I didn't know anything about it, but as you're looking it up, fucking
That he like
45.
yeah took
What
his
do you
wife.
speak of in that? Like, what do you talk about?
And now he's dating a 18-year-old.
She's 18. She's not even 19.
That's crazy.
What do you discuss? She's talking about TikToks, and you're talking about
Oh, they fired that dude after it.
oh.
Man,
You talk about hip dysplasia and shit. They're talking about fucking slang, and you're just supposed to get along with her. Also, young girls, just in general, to me, I'm 22, and they're annoying to me. And when I'm 40, a 19-year-old girl is annoying to me on average now.
when I'm that old, why the fuck would I want a girl that like?
I'm just gonna annoy. Oh my goodness.
She can't even relate to me on with anything
What do you discuss? She's talking about.
besides just giving me some pussy. Like,
But I mean, she's pretty young face. That's what she does. Unless she's like genuinely way.
she doesn't want nothing to do with you, bruh. If you marry her, she's just gonna wait for you to die.
She's
Take your
waiting
money.
She's dating
gonna,
him. She's dating him currently to put her on a platform, get her career started for sure. She's trying to be an actress for sure.
Or they do something like that, like just.
She's using that. She's using him. He's using her. It's pretty mutual to me. It's pretty reciprocity, if you ask me.
And that's 2023 in a nutshell.
Just random situations that provide service to both sides.
But no content and but just nothing, no substance.
No substance, just random.
But what do you have on the last note? What do you how should I say? What do you think 2023 is going to hold? And what do you see yourself or what it holding for you? I don't know. Then I'll say something.
I think that I'm gonna take off musically 2023. I think so. Yeah. What about you? I think I'm gonna take off musically. I think our podcast is gonna make a big jump.
Obviously, yeah, I do think the podcast will be a little bit. It's just gonna see growth, because we've been shadow banned and just like all this other stuff that on our end. But yeah, obviously, I feel in 2023 it'll be better just because we know those reasons for the pod, and just for myself, just it'll be 2022 is a life like eye-opening year, like a lot of growth in this small amount of time. So for me, yeah, definitely 2023 is gonna be a year I feel I see myself like definitely taking steps forward instead of like a regress. Because I mean, so it's gonna happen. Sometimes you have to take a step back so you can take a few steps forward. But I'm trying to take steps forward, So that's what I see 2023 holding. It's definitely gonna have some blessings and some hardship, but that's life.
Mentally, or just in general?
Like mentally, physically, like emotionally, like just everything. I mean, everybody always says like, "Oh, 2023 is gonna be the best year ever." I don't think it's gonna be the best year ever. It's probably gonna be just like this.
People were saying that same thing at the end of 2019.
2018 was like the latest year ever, and then everybody was like, "Oh, it's 2019 now." Like,
No, I'm saying
It's
people were
gonna be like
saying
so lit. It's gonna keep going. It's like
that shit got ass. That shit got trash. And then 2020 got even
we just
worse.
didn't know what we had when we had it.
Yeah, to be honest, 2018 was golden year. But
But yeah, I mean, everybody just keep your head down, keep your nose clean, and 2023 will be what it is. But we'll be here. We'll be here, you know.
we'll be here. Thank you guys for being here. That's been the 22 Thoughts.
Definitely like this. If you guys stayed the whole time, appreciate it. Comment and subscribe if you guys already haven't. We'll see if we'll get like another episode in before the end of the year. But like I said, thank you guys. If you guys have been tuning in since 2020 or 2022, heading into 2023. Thank you guys.
It's 2021.
I swear we started like, oh, we were practicing in 2022. You're right. You are right.
We're practicing. That's why we're solid at it now. See, that like
This is almost 4 years. Like y'all
almost
haven't really seen it because like we fuck up a lot and we don't really like post everything, but like we've been doing this for a while.
for a while. So that's why our shit's lit. That's, it makes sense when we're gonna pop off. Like this shit's gonna take off a bit more, just a bit more, just a little bit.
Almost 4 years. That's crazy. That's almost crazy.
We started what, like late 2020?
I thought it was like the middle, but it could have been like later 2020.
Because our first video is up in March of 2021, and we started in like
At least like 6 months before that or four. That first episode.
I don't think we did. I don't think we did. We were recording. We had been recording since like maybe October, November. Probably November of 2020 we've been recording. But then we had done stuff like way before that, just to do it, just like for fun. And then like that was probably like 2019, but we weren't in the studio. We weren't like really calling it our pod, calling it 22 Thotz.
We didn't even get that until we like moved into the little room. Well, but hey, if you think about it, like I sent you that Snapchat the other day or the other week, but like it's been a ride.
It's been a ride.
I
mean, that was fast.
You're literally watching us progress and grow as time goes by. We're gonna make mistakes, but we're still growing, you know? So we appreciate you guys for being along with us.
Yeah. 2023 year of slight progressive growth. Slight. I hate people because people be like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna." Even though I just said that, I'm gonna take off. But I said that for a reason. You have to like manifest it. But people will be like, "I'm gonna fucking be the greatest thing ever this next week or this next year." Like, I'm not saying that. I just feel like compared from where I am now to where I think I could be, I think I could reach. I'll reach that point.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with having like realistic expectations about the year. Like, oh, I'm not gonna be a millionaire this year. Like, no, probably not. Probably not even gonna make half that. But it's just like you can make steps to kind of like progress, and maybe next year or maybe this year might be the year you pop off and get like whatever you want is money or whatever it is, the stuff you're pursuing or anything like that. But just gotta take those steps.
I'm gonna end it on this. We graduated high school 2019. No, 2018. We graduated high school 2018.
I was gonna say.
We're not a year younger than we actually are. That was 5 years ago. 5.
It's crazy. I remember sometimes.
Crazy. I remember January 2018, like very recent. Like I remember late 2017. Like it was like, that's borderline 6 years. If we if the podcast, anybody who wants to do anything, you take that time, be like, okay, I remember this time in the past. If I can just think, okay, here I am today, I will look back in the same period of time in the future and think, oh, I remember this day, blah, blah, blah. But instead, I chose to approach it differently. I chose to do all the things that I wanted to do but was catting off on. And you'll see, it'll be different. You'll feel different. You'll feel elevated. That's been the 22Thotz. Thank you guys. We're signing
Thank
off.
you.
Have a good year. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that ish.
Happy New Year. Happy holidays. And peace. Bye, bye, bye.